So I bought a guitar several weeks ago and I was so excited. It just felt like a healing step that I needed to take during the 40 days of grief and subsequently moving forward. I used to play guitar when I was a kid. I taught myself when I was about 10 years old, and it served me well. I traveled around carrying my guitar. I learned all my John Denver songs and folk songs that just nourished my soul. And then marriage and kids happen, and Daniel has the guitar that I bought when I was in high school, and it's just been out of my life. And I thought, yeah, I want to play again. So I get my guitar. I'm just delighted, and I sit down. It's been probably 30 years since I played, and I sit down, and I'm still playing the same shit that I played when I was 12 or 14 years old. What a shock. You mean all these years I didn't improve my guitar? Hell no. As a matter of fact, it's worse than that because I realize how limited my playing has been. I have been playing as an 11, 12-year-old taught me, self-taught me. That would be me. And by having no practice at all, nothing magical happened. I get the guitar, I start playing, and, other than the pain of having to build up calluses again, I'm like, ooh, I'm really, really limited in this. So I decided to do what a lot of people do. I gave up. No, I didn't. I looked around on the internet for courses that I could get. I started watching some YouTubes, and I actually bought this guitar course that strips everything right down to the studs. So I started playing scales. I'm practicing scales now. I'm practicing different things that are just, now some of it I don't need to, I know how to play my chords, but I want a broader base and I want to be able to play more skillfully. So anyway, I was thinking about this and how so often our behaviors are self-sabotaging behaviors, are these patterns that were established when we were a kid. Not unlike my guitar experience, we develop these patterns of avoidance, of shutdown, of maybe it's ridicule, maybe it's self-deprecating talk that's really damaging to you. And they serve a purpose when you're young because you don't know how to navigate the bullshit that's thrown at you in life and the wounds that happen. So you develop these patterns. And as we get older, we continue with these patterns and they work until they no longer work. You find the wheels are falling off. In my case, my marriage gone bad. For other people, it might be a cancer diagnosis or something else devastating, a house fire or whatever it might be. And you realize that you are still using the same tools that you developed when you were 11 or 12 years old, or maybe even younger. For me, one of my tools was to hide and withdraw. And it served a purpose back then. It does not help me in showing up to live the life that I've been gifted with and to do the things that I put into my heart to do. And so anyway, all this to say, I encourage you, if you're still playing with the same chords that you were using when you were a child and it's not working for you, get some help. In my case, I'm getting lessons for the guitar, which I'm really enjoying. It feels very empowering. And I'm also, you've heard me say more than once, I'm a huge fan of therapy. And a therapist is one, sometimes a coach can help you. If you've got these negative tracks that are playing over and over in your head, you probably need a therapist before you see a coach. So just a therapist is going to help you identify those patterns. A coach is going to help you move forward. But I know in my case with the stuff that I've been through, therapy has been critical to help me identify these things that, you don't even realize what's going on. They're just kind of playing in the background. And you're like, God, I screwed up again. What is up with this? And well, it's because you are playing what you taught yourself when you were little. So I just want to encourage you, sit with this, see a therapist if you need one. If you feel like you want to move forward with something, a coach can be helpful. Just a distinction, a therapist is going to look backwards. A therapist is going to dig into pathology, into a coach is strength-based, forward moving. So if you're really wounded, freshly wounded, coaching is not for you. As a matter of fact, that could even work against you with a sense of false positivity that you don't have the room for that right now. You need to heal. You need to heal that child. you need to identify those patterns that are tripping you up. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Thoughts from my Prius, which is now fixed, $1,000 later from the thief. And I also have a cage over my catalytic converter, so take that, future thieves. So anyway, and I'm just WTFing my way through life. I have to remember that I'm wearing this because people look at me, they're like, oh, I'm like, why are you looking at me that way? So, oh, I'm wearing the t-shirt. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. I send love and blessings to you. Bye.